Anyway, let me talk some more about mobile gaming, because that's why probably most of you are on the channel, yeah? So what else could I talk about recently? What has happened? Oh, you may have noticed, or may have not noticed, on the ad side of things, ad revenue. Those of you who are who use networks like AdMob or say Chartboost or some other ad networks, say like is it Millennial Ads? Anyway, December was a good month. December eCPMs were high. eCPMs is basically when it's a calculation of how much money you make per 1,000 impressions. It's like an average to say, oh, you know, for every 1,000 impressions you're making like this much money, roughly. Oh crap! Oh god, frame rate's going high again. And so you may have noticed in December time that things were pretty good. Obviously, leading up to Christmas, there's a lot of advertisers. There's a lot of people paying money to get their game in. Oh my god, to get their game advertised. January was okay. February, super low, super low. And that's pretty normal. I checked last year compared to this year, and I've also checked on the forums as well and spoken to a few people, and they basically said the same thing, that hey, sort of February, January time, eCPMs drop extremely low, so don't worry if like you've seen some drop in your ad revenue recently. It's going to go, hopefully should go back up. I can't say for Chartboost specifically, chartboost.com, but I can say that for admob.com, which is probably the largest mobile advertising network out there at the moment, I'd say. So don't worry too much about that. You may have also noticed recently, I think it was in February, that Apple, they did a search algorithm change on their iPhone App Store. So there was we reached I can't remember what position we reached actually, but it was a very good search algorithm update that came in February time. And unfortunately, why didn't I choose? Unfortunately, what happened was a couple of weeks later they then changed it again. So if you ever notice your apps going up and down in search ranking, don't worry too much about that. It's not that you're doing a good or bad job on the marketing side, it's just that Apple changes their search algorithm pretty often from what I've seen, and that can really affect the number of downloads that your game gets and therefore the revenue that you make. And everyone, especially on the indie side of things, we do feel that effect like quite heavily, because we rely upon search quite a lot. You know, if you've not got like sort of heavy marketing campaigns or anything. So there was a quite a large change from what I read. I go onto a forum often which is called iPhone Dev SDK.com, and that's a really good forum. If you go down to the business and app store section, what that does is it talks about the App Store ranking, and a lot of people post about, oh hey, today my ranking went up and down, is yours the same? Now can I do this way? I wonder. I'm gonna just get the hell out of the way for a bit, you know. I'm just gonna like, because I seem to die every time. Anyway. Oh crap! Wow. Okay, I'm gonna stay out of the way. Oh no, I can't. It doesn't want me to stay out of the way. So definitely check out that forum, guys. It's good. It doesn't just talk about App Store ranking in business. It's also iPhone Dev SDK, so it talks a lot about code and solutions that might also relate to Unity development, which I've found as well. So it's good. If you're on there, say hi. You might see a couple of posts by me asking questions. So I do get a lot of information from that forum as well. So you know, it's great that the people are sharing the knowledge with everybody else. You see my language is slowly creeping up to be stronger. Oops. Okay, there we go. That one's down. Okay. Oh god. Okay. See, I'm playing it a little bit safer. I wish I had a shield. I should have saved up for a shield, actually. That might have saved me. There we go. Boom! God, oh. Trying to be professional and keep it in for the channel. But I guess a lot of you out there have had that feeling before of you know, playing a game and you finally beat it, and it's like, yeah, just going crazy. I'm trying to think of a time when that happened, you know, kind of the most intense time when I beat something. I was wondering where. I don't think it wouldn't have been with any of the Mario games, because the Mario games I always thought were fairly easy. You know, they weren't like a mega challenge like this game is. Oh my god, I've not seen this level before, and it looks hard. Eesh. It sounds hard as well, the music, listen to that, oh my god. No, it's serious. Oh, and they've got these, what is it, the Christmas Island head things going on? Oh my god! These guys take no, language, take no prisoners, do they? And keep moving around. But after the SNES era, the Super Nintendo era, I think the next thing that I was on was a PlayStation, which just was, oh my god, it blew my mind. I was first introduced to a PlayStation at my best friend's house, and one of our other friends who we used to play basketball with, he brought over a PlayStation. I'd heard of them before, and I was like, wow, CDs, you know, that's interesting, because obviously Super Nintendo and N64 and things were cartridges, and the ones before it were cartridges as well. So I was really intrigued by CDs playing games, being the format for games. Oh, I think I need some shield. There we go, that was lucky. And he brought it around, and we played. The first thing that we put in was Wipeout by, I think the company was called Psygnosis in the UK, a UK developer. And oh my god, the first cutscene that came on was just absolutely mind-blowing. Oh my god, where am I supposed to go now? I'm just running into these big heads and I've got nowhere to go. Oh my god, I had nowhere to go. Did I have to kill them, or? Okay, that was really strange. Anyway, I'll figure that out. But yeah, we plugged in Wipeout by Psygnosis, and I was just so blown away. I mean, I love racing games anyway, and I love sci-fi and future stuff, and you know, futuristic and sci-fi movies. And this was just the next level. The first cutscene blew my mind, and the game itself was just amazing. So I was just, you know, I was sold. You know, I wanted a PlayStation, so that was the next one that we got. And I can't remember how I got that. I think me and my brother saved up for it, perhaps. Oh, I've got to find the gap. I've got to find the gap, haven't I? I think as soon as possible. But me and my brother saved up for a. Oh, can I blast my way through? Oh, that's the way to do it. Okay. So me and my brother saved up for a PlayStation, I think, and the main games that we used to play in there were things like Wipeout, X-Men vs Street Fighter was a big game as well, and I often grade a game by, well, not really, but I think a good grade of a game is how many arguments it causes, because we used to argue a lot over that game. Especially if you kept on doing the same move over and over. Everyone would get super pissed off at you. So that was really good fun. But there are still on mobile. I mean, there are still a lot of games at the moment which are really challenging. You know, like you know, that aren't as say forgiving as the current mobile games at the moment. You know, they don't hold your hand as much. And as I mentioned before, one of the ones that I played recently was, am I supposed to shoot this guy's mouth, or, oh god, maybe I am. Do I do that, or am I just gonna, oh my god. Maybe, we'll see. I think I have to shoot in his mouth or up his nose or something. So, but as I mentioned before, one of the games that I was playing recently was this Candy Crush Saga. Really well polished game. I would definitely check that out, especially on the Facebook connectivity side of things. It's very well done. Oh god. Oh, I think, yeah, I've got to shoot his mouth, don't I? Oh yeah, there we go, because I shoot his mouth and the rocks come down, so it's